Great. Okay, hello everyone. Today we're on the second session about data visualization with Excel. Yes, we're beginning with Excel. I'm repeating myself, but you have to understand that Excel is really common tool. It's a really popular, but when you understand the basics like the data in Excel and the charts in Excel, then you could upgrade your skills to the more profitable direction like BI tools, Power BI, Tableau, Click, etc. Because the basics are everywhere the same. And there is so much fun because you could go to data journalism or maybe to the presentation and data stories. It's the beginning is here in simple data sets with simple tool like Excel. I'll show you even how to make the prototype for creative data visualization in Excel because I'm often use it when I want to create beautiful data art. Okay, so let's begin a little by little. I share my screen. Okay, this is it. Today, a blog is about diagrams, how to choose them and how to create them. We will practice in Excel. I'll send you a file for practice, and maybe we will continue the practice on the next session on the next weekend. So where is my, okay, I'll share my screen to full screen mode. Okay, diagrams. Diagrams, there are like 100 of types of diagrams. There are many of them. And when you begin to visualize your data, you will have this problem like, okay, and which one I should use here? How people solve this problem? There are many chart choosers. Chart chooser is a little like algorithmic looking link or website who is helping you to choose your chart, like search by function, maybe, or search by other tool. I think I love this one. Where is my favorite? Yes. Like, what type of data do you have? I have categorical. Then answer this question. So you are going through algorithmic diagram and trying to choose the best solution for yourself. But there are so many options, and it's so hard to find the diagram you're looking for. So I will give you these links. Later, I will send you the PDF with this presentation. But I want to recommend you to to use it like every day, because the 90% of these chart choosing diagrams are really complicated. You don't need them, especially in the data visualization for business and for BI and for presentation, for Excel, you don't need them. You maybe need them for data journalistic complex projects, maybe for some data art, some science stuff. So it's this like a really 10% of all usage of complex diagram. So it's a rare situation. So I will give you a more compact guide so you will understand which what to use, bar chart or line chart. Because bars and lines, it's like, again, it's a 90% of all charts in business. Because business people, they don't like complicated diagram, and we should understand them. They are not data visualization experts. And when our goal is to communicate with data, our goal is that our reader will see our chart and understand fastly what what we need from him. That's why we need really simple solution and not this sunburst diagram and not the circular bar plot. Forget them. You know where to look them and where you could know more about them in chart choosers, but forget them for now. This is the list recommended by Koli in her book, Storytelling with Data, and I will add here several more elements, but still it's really simple list. It's a bars and lines and tables. And simple text. Yes, simple text, especially for presentation, it's a popular decision. If you just have to show one digit, just show it. Don't make a complex chart. Make a big, nice digit on your screen and everyone will understand you. I want to recommend scatter plot here. You know, this chart with dots. It's complicated because you have two axes, X and Y axis, and two variables there, and the dot on the cross that variables, and it's sometimes it's too complicated story for business users, for simple people, and I won't recommend it. Maybe if you're working with analysts and you are an analyst yourself, then maybe you could use it. But if not, if your readers will be CAO or maybe managers or the head of the department or accountant, then don't use scatterplot. Use bar chart, line chart, table. Maybe heat map. As you can see, heat map looks like a table, but with a color. I showed you the heat map on the first session. Heat map help us with the color to see the biggest values, or maybe the smallest values, like 11, 15 are so white, and 55 and 58 are so blue. We could easily find them, biggest and smallest. In the plain table, we couldn't see them. I won't recommend you stacked bars, because it's so hard to understand what's going on there. And okay, you could check the blue part because it's from the zero line. It's okay, but gray part, it's so hard to understand who is bigger because we don't have the same basement for all gray blocks. So I won't recommend you this type of diagram, but sometimes we could use it in business too. More specific diagram are slope graph. Slope graph is the same as a line chart, but it's like 4 lines without zigzag in the middle. We're showing only the beginning of the data and the end of the data and connected it with the line, like 25 year and like 28 year, only 2 dots. Years between are just cut, montage. It's a slope graph, but it works well for several categories, because line chart not okay with 3, 5, 4, 6 categories. Slope graph could work with it because we don't have this noise in the middle. I'll show you later. I'll tell you more about this type of diagram, and I will show you how to make it in Excel. Waterfall. It's a rare diagram, but still someone in business, especially in the finance department, could love it. This is like looks like some fuel or some steps when it's complicated stuff. So I think it will be easier to understand when we will try to make it in Excel, because it's really complicated diagram. I won't recommend it to you if you are not working with it like regularly. And the square area or tree map. It's a rectangle pie chart. If you know pie chart, it's a round diagram. Then it's the same, but rectangle. Sometimes it could be a hierarchical diagram with interesting like categories inside them or subcategories. It's interesting. We will play a little with it too. So how we will choose what type of diagram to use? There are several goals, several types of application for diagram, changing over the time. It's almost always line chart or aerial chart. It's a line chart with a shadow under it. When we need to make a comparison of the categories or maybe some ranking, it's a bars. That's it. It could be vertical. It could be horizontal. How to choose? It's easily if you have a long names of categories, then make it horizontal, because otherwise your long names became ugly, diagonal, or with, they will be cut, and no one will understand what the text is there, and it will be hard to read. So only the comfort of the reader help you what to choose. Correlation, again, it's a scatter plot. It's for advanced users. We won't touch it deeply. And the ratio of parts to the whole. It's when you have 100% of something and you have to show like 15% of this whole part. It's again, tree map or pie chart. If you have something geographical in your data, maybe you could make a map, but it's a rare situation in business. More typical situation, when you have geographical objects, you will just make a bar chart about geographical data, like this region has the most profit, next profitable, and the last profitable region, and it will be just bar chart from biggest to the smallest part. And it's okay, because we really we don't need map often. But still, if you have longitude and latitude in your data, maybe I should use a map, but not in Excel. Don't worry about it at all. We won't make it today. And distribution, it's like advanced level, advanced bar chart when your bars are too close with each other and you're trying to show the structure of your data. It's advanced diagram too. We won't make it on our lessons. Just if you need distribution, check these types of diagram. And ranking, I already mentioned it. It's the same as a comparison. You need a bar chart. That's it. Sometimes there is a situation when you have to choose, then we have two types of diagrams that are okay for this situation. For example, we want to make some trend, but we have only several data points, like quarters, or 2 or 3 or 4 years. Then it's okay to make a bar chart. It will look better than ugly line chart with 3-4 dots. If we have more than 10 or 11 data points, then of course it's only line chart. Part to whole, again, if we have 100%, not more, use pie chart if you have several slices, 3 slices, 4, maybe 6. If you have more than 6 slices in pie chart, don't use pie chart. Sorry, we have some mic here. Please turn it off. Okay, thank you. If you have more than 6 categories, 6, 7, 8, please try tree map. Tree map looks beautiful. It's a really massive diagram, but somehow it works better with a big amount of categories. It will look dull for 3 slices. Use pie chart if you have several slices. If you have more categories, more than 8, or maybe in the sum of all your categories, you don't have the 100%, just use bar chart. Yes, you're using bars for percent digits. That's okay. When you just want to see the structure of your data, like I'll show several examples later. And the ranking, simplest task when you have to rank your data, just use vertical column chart if labels are short, horizontal if labels are long. So this is the most like 90% of all chart choosing you need. Otherwise, you will use table or heat map, a table with the colors. Let's touch other type of visualization, simple text. When you're showing simple text on your dashboard, in your presentation, you could make dashboard in Excel, just so you know, and you just want to show one big number, like Ben, big ass number, you know, and please add a little context. Not just show our profit is 400 millions. Tell, is it okay or is it a not so good situation? What was the last year? Was it 800 millions or was it 100 millions? What we have to do, open champagne or maybe crying. So please add a little context, maybe a little Y variation year over year. Variance like plus 20% if we check with our last year. Some context always needed. You could show the plan digit, fact digit, or last period digit. I love this type of diagram. It's called bullet chart, like a bullet going out from, you know, from a gun. The best usage is when you want to show plan and fact. More rare, it's the used with this year period and the last period. Oh, please turn off your mic. Please, please, please. I'm not sure who is it, maybe Rishan. Okay, so I love the type of diagram. It's best for dashboards, but for data storytelling and for presentation, it works well too. So when you have plan and fact and bar chart, plain bar chart works not so well, bullet chart could help you because as you could see, it's just 2 bars. It's like an advanced bar chart. The gray one is for plan and the blue one is for fact. And we could see them all together, but we're making the color accent and the digits for the fact, like the most important information. But still we could see the plan and we could understand that Corleone is really doing great. But Jones, for example, isn't so good. Gantt chart. If you will work like in product management or project management, you could meet this type of diagram. I love it so much. It's so complex. it is like Microsoft vision management. I think they have a special software in Microsoft for this type of diagram. It's like all tool is only for this complex, big and scary diagram to work with resources, to work with tasks, and to visualize the process where we could see the project divided by tasks or by people, and showing the task with the length of the task and from which data it began and where it ends. And we could see how many tasks already is done and where is the now situation and how many tasks awaits us in the end. So I love this type of chart, but it's more for inside usage. It's not for presentation. Sometimes we could use it. So I just want you to know it. We won't try to make it in Excel. It's complicated. It's better to use specific tool for this one diagram. Waterfall. Here I want to show you the big example. Yes, we will make it later. So let's check what's going on here. We have the totals of last year on this big bar on the left, and we have totals of this year, this big bar on the right. And now we could see the influences of other factors for our totals. So we have some problems, some minuses, they are orange. And then the duration of our course, when we change it make a little profit for us. And here we could see the final digit. So it's like the mathematical task, exercise where we have 190 minus 100 minus 100 minus 30 plus 200, and now we have 1060 hundreds, 600. So that's it. Interesting type of diagram. I'm not sure it's best for analytics, but it's interesting to visualize the complex data. Okay, let me tell you about bar chart. It's a simple one. I'll already tell you how to use it. The most problematic part with it, should we use vertical or horizontal? And it has some limitations. Yes, I will show you this nice, fun guys and girls, or just a little personification of diagram, so you could remember them better. Okay, what you should do when you see bar chart? Sort it, and it will become a better version of itself. Because if you just make a alphabetical order or just some random order, it won't be so useful when you sort it. You could easily see the best stock. You could easily see the last one. It's great, and it's so easy to make, just one or two clicking. So will you work in Power BI or in Excel or in any tool, don't forget about sorting. It's important in many type of visualization, but in bar chart, it's the most important. There is a situation when we couldn't sort data in bar chart. When it's a bar chart about dynamics, like first quarter, second, third, fourth, we just couldn't sort it by their size because we sorted by their order. Or when we're making a chart about some range, like people from 0 to 10 years, people from 10 to 20 years, from 20 to 30 years. In this type of bar charts, when you're showing the data and the order is not alphabetical or random, it's specific order and you need it there, then don't sort by the size of the bar. Here you could see a little problem in bar chart. It has one big mistake. When you use bar chart, never cut the zero axis. As you could see, this chart begins from 58. And when we see this data, we think, oh my God, this one is 2 times bigger than the right bar chart. And it's so hard to forget this conclusion in our head. Even then, yes, we will read, oh, I think that 77 not bigger twice than 65, but the first impression is already made, and it's a big mistake. So never forget about it. Always check that your bars are beginning from 0. This is a little comics for you not to forget it. So little cute line chart will cry loudly if someone will cut axis. Don't rank it, please, especially with bar chart. Second problem, sometime, if you have a really long first bars, are trying to clip them. And you could see this special symbol, like clicking, like a montage. Yes, don't do it. Because, yes, if you show the real data, your small bars won't look so good. But when you cut it, all your data will look bad because someone will just get a wrong conclusion after watching your bar, because our eyes are working really fast and the first impression will be made. So check this trick and don't use it. Or if someone use it, be think about it. Line chart. It's really nice and beautiful chart. We're making it for dynamics and almost never making for something else. So please use it only for dynamics. There are some really rare scientific charts when we use line chart for other needs, but better not. What's the problem here? You could cut the axis when you're making line chart, but better to still show the zero line. It's better. It's not so important like in bar chart, but it's better to show if you could. What is important to remember? Noodles. This stuff is called rainbow noodles. When you have many categories and you want to show dynamics for many colorful categories, and it became awful, hard to understandable noodles. Never doing something. Don't do something like this. Or like this. So again, if you could see 1, 2, 3, 4, oh my God, more than 3 lines of different color, line chart just couldn't do it. It's so hard for line chart to work with this mess. So please don't turn it into noodles. And how you should fix the situation. If you have more than 3 lines, please choose one. Choose one and highlight it with bright and fat color. And make other lines gray and thin and like put it to the background, like a context. Choose one element, then it's okay. If you need all elements, they're all important, then make several little charts from this mess. We call it spark lines. Little sparking charts. It's beautiful, yes, and it's a nice solution for this situation. Okay, here is a nice option. If you have 1 line, it's great. If you have 2 lines, you divide it with a color. If you have more than 2 lines, please choose the one guy, like the okay, like in the movie, you know, the hero should have the only one alive in the end. Pie chart. I love this type of diagram, but you know, in data visualization community, many people hate it because it's so complex, it's so hard to use it, and it's have so many limitations. It's not bad, it's just have really a little usage. It works well only for data that's fit in 100%. It's only work well when you have 3 or 6 slices, no more. That's all. So really limited application. But still, it's quite a nice guy. What you have to remember here, don't use 3D. You don't use 3D for any type of data visualization you will use, because it's distort your data. As you can see, this orange part looks bigger than other, but it's not so. The green is bigger. It's 32%. Here is 28. But because of 3D effect, everything is mess. And it's so hard to understand what's going on here. And all people in the second will just see with their eyes who is the biggest guy here. And they won't read the digits. They'll make the first impression, they'll get the conclusion, and it will be so hard to fix it. So just don't use 3D. Don't use more than 7 slices. 5, maybe 6 maximum. I think 7 it's already too much. But what to do if you have many slices? Think maybe you need a bar chart here, or maybe you could group all not important little slices into one big slice like other. It could work. So, but in the end, you still have to need to have 6, 5, maybe 7 slices, no more. The second one more problem, when you try to put the data that's not suitable for pie chart, when it's not a part of the whole, and when you sum all your elements, you won't have 100%. As you could see, 57 firefighter, 56, 53, 52, 52. Okay, I already have 300% and I don't even in the middle of the chart. It's some problems here. You know, when they make survives, false. Sometimes they have the multi-answers there. And this is the result of multi-answers. Not when you choose only one answer. When you choose this and that and the third one, that's when we have this type of answers in the polls. And we couldn't use the pie chart for this situation anymore. Just make it bars. Just be the biggest firefighter, then 56 next one, and the nice sorted bars will fix the situation. Don't use pie chart, especially 3D. It's ugly. Okay, and the warrior of pie chart will come for you and punish you if you won't use a pie chart correctly. The best situation for pie chart, several sectors. You should sort the data in pie chart from the biggest to the smallest, from the noon, color-wise, like this. And it will be nice. And also you could use color to highlight the most important part of it. So that's okay. As you could see, it's really simple application and limited, yes. So think twice when you want to use pie chart just because it's beautiful and round. People love round things. It's okay, but just always remember about rules. Table. Table, it's a popular type of data visualization. You could think, oh my God, but it's just the data. It's not a visualization. We could use it to visualize the data. If we format the table nice, if we make it beautiful, clean, maybe add some little upgrade advanced elements inside it, we could use it for data visualization needs too. Or you just make a nice and beautiful table for your data. It's okay too. So let me show you this example from one challenge. Here in this table, we have several problems. It looks a little too much. It's not a big table, but it's like too much. It's hard to read it. It's so bright colors. It's strange formats, black title, and something with alignment is not okay too. So let me highlight the problems. Digits, alignment, a fat grid, like bad, this black lines, it's just, don't give me a space to read the data. It's too much, too bright. So let's fix this a little, like this. We will remove the duplication. We will add a little color highlighting for the big digits. We will remove bright colors from the back. We will make the nice and nice alignment and nice formatting for all digits. And now it's a clean, compact table, which we could use for data visualization and for data storytelling, like in this example, like weddings remain mostly consistent, while funders, And we could see, yes, weddings consistent. It's kind of really green and really profitable. Great. So this is an example of nice and beautiful table. So what are key principles of data visualization? When we're choosing charts, always remember who is your audience. If you're making visualization for science people, or for maybe for some analysts, maybe you could use more complex diagrams. If not, please just use simple charts. Sometimes you want to play with charts and use something beautiful and interesting. Make a little pet project with data storytelling or data art elements and put it in the internet, into the LinkedIn, Instagram, and everyone will give you their likes. But for job, for business needs, please use simplest charts. Choose charts wisely. I already recommend you which one. to choose, and I will repeat it again and again while we will make them in Excel. Avoid clutter. It's an important part, and we will make it, we will work with it on our practice, and we will repeat it on the storytelling session on the next week. So it's important. Be honest, of course. Don't try to mislead someone with your data. Don't make like, cherry picking, like, oh, this data is okay for my point of view. I'll just remove all this ugly data if it's not okay for me. Don't do it, because the data is a power. You have the power in your hands, and great power is make a great responsibility for you. Please be honest with data. Use colors widely. Don't be a rainbow unicorn. Please just 1, 2, maybe 3 colors, like basic one color for highlight, and maybe 1, 2 color to divide different data, like in pie chart, for example. And the last one, highlight the important stuff. Help your readers to see what's the most important on this big screen, on this big chart which you are showing to them. There is Edward Tufte, great person who I have even book made by him. He has several books about data visualization, but he's like more, philosopher stuff. But he invent the data ink ratio. It's the principle that please don't use too much ink for decorations. Please use ink pixels to show data. And he even know how to count the inks for data and inks for decorations and divide it one to each other and have some ratio. It's like too much for us, but still, I recommend you to remove some color or some noise or some lines that we don't need to communicate our data. For example, here we don't need this blue background. We don't need these dark black lines. We could just remove it. In our charts, became better, cleaner, easier to understand. Yay, I could see this ugly dashboard. I made it for one context, and this is a winner of the context of awful and terrible data visualization. Because it's too bright, too messy, without alignment. It's some fishes here, some cutted text. It's so hard to understand, some rainbow rounds, and the bar chart with similar sizes. It's impossible to understand when there's too much noise and too much clutter. We will touch this topic many times during our sessions. So how to improve your charts, how to remove the noises? A little step-by-step recommendation. First of all, just try to remove always all backgrounds and all borders and all 3D effects, please. As you can see, it's already better. It already looks better, but still we could improve it one more. Because as you could see, the diagonal text, it's really hard to read. We could have problems with our neck if we will read it every day. Please don't do it for your clients. They are nice people. Please make your text horizontal. Not vertical, not diagonal, horizontal. Yes, sometimes we have to make our charts bigger. We need to make types lesser, but still visible. Or maybe we have to make shorter our texts. Yes. And the one more thing that I have to recommend you how to improve your visualization, think about legend. It's often situations that the legend is on the bottom of your diagram. It's a bad idea, because when someone begins to read your charts, first someone reads the title, like, okay, this is a profit by store. Then a person reads, oh, green line, oh, blue line, wow, green line. What's going on here? Oh my God, it's the name of some stores. Great. And then he gets this data and he returns to the middle part and again begin to try to understand the data. What's this exact situation? Please don't do it. Put your legend on the top so anyone can read the title, read the legend, the instruction for the chart, and only then he could read the data and understand the data. Like this. Title, legend, chart, and nice horizontal text. And already this diagram is twice better than the first version. Little improvement. Noise, just decluttering it a little. How to improve this stuff? Again, removing noise, removing colors, highlighting one important line, because this is the line chart. So checklist of decluttering. Title, check your title. Do you have them? Charts need titles. Remove borders, remove shadows, images, 3D, too many colors. Check your grid lines, remove it. Access. maybe think about your axes. Are they okay? Do you need them? Are they type? Do you have nice text to describe it? Check your legend and the position. Check the size of your text. Maybe you could make it bigger so anyone could read it. Check the alignment of the elements, the digits, the units, and maybe you have some duplications like 20-second years everywhere, 20-second, 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 20-second. Maybe you should cut, or maybe dollars, dollars, dollars everywhere. Maybe you should put dollars into the title or something like this. Okay, now we have a time to practice. I'll send you this link. This is the Excel file that uploaded to the Google Disk, so you could just save it. I'll click it for you to show you how you could work it. It's opening with Google Sheet. There are several simple tables on many worksheets. File, download Microsoft Excel, or just download it if you have this button on the top. Okay, I already have this chart here. I have the done version. I could check it sometimes, and I have the basic version without all created diagrams. I will open both files. Sometimes I will want to show you the result. So let me open them both. The most interesting part, yay, beautiful line chart. The simplest type of diagram, we will try to make it for dynamic. So let's make it together on this first page, line chart. I will wait a minute so you could upload the file, open it with your Excel. When we are working with Google Sheets, it looks the same. The data visualization, they're similar, but a little simpler, it's more limited. You don't have so many features and so many options like in Excel. Just so you know, even BI tools don't have so many options like Excel. Excel is a great tool. So if you know how to make beautiful charts in Excel, BI tool will be just simple thing for you. You will, oh, so this BI tool couldn't do this? Oh my God. Yes. So when we're working with data storytelling, like in data storytelling, there is important little details. So it's often made with Excel and not with BI tools because they are limited. They're made for interactive data visualization. So anyone could click, change something, but in Excel, we will make static diagrams with some interesting options, details, highlighting, etc. BI tools, they just not suitable for this. Okay. Let's make a line chart. I don't think we will make all 11, all 12 today. We will continue on next week, but I think 3 or 4, 6 we will make. And then I will, of course, continue to tell you about the data. As you could see, we have nice and clean table. This is the month here, but it's the date format. Just looks beautiful. We have this table with dynamics, like 2 values, maybe plan and fact, maybe product A and product B. It's not so important. To create a line chart, we just have to select this data, go to Insert, Bookmarks, and push this button. It's already line chart. We could choose. I think this one is better. Yes, just simple line chart. As you could see, we have diagonal text here, legend on the bottom, and ugly grid lines. That's why we need always to work with diagrams made by default, because they are ugly and they're not so useful to anyone. Because what could we understand? Okay, there's 2 lines, they are changing. And what? The worst question in your presentation is, and what? And why are you showing me this data? What's going on here? So let's make from this chart something beautiful. Let's begin from the legend. Yes, from the top. I won't touch the title for now. I will just select this diagram and push this plus button on the right. Here you could see all options. And when I work with legend, I'm going to the legend option. And on this little arrow on the right and choose the nice position for this. On the top, please. Why it's not by default? Why? For whom I should write a letter, just make it on the top by default, please. Isn't it like a normal logic? As you can see, I have some mess with my text on the bottom. I'll make my chart a little bigger. Sometimes you could short your month names like Jan, Feb, March, April. It's a great solution here, but it's not. It's hard to make automatically. So for now, I'll leave the automatical name for this chart. Okay, what I don't like this ugly grid. I could select it with my mouse and delete, or I could go for this plus, find grid lines and remove them. Sometimes we need them, but it's a rare situation because I don't know. Okay, I have this dot, and I will go for this data, and what? I still don't get the specific digit I need, so they're not so useful for me. Now let's work with a color, because we have two lines here. The often situations that one line more important than other. So I will select my blue line and make it gray. No, not gray. Okay, let me go for the settings, more option. Yes, when you go in the plus and select more option, you will have this menu on the right. It's the simplest way to to call it, this menu. And now when I select something, I will see the options only for these elements. And now I will go for color for this, fill in my options, color. And here I will change my blue for light gray. Yes. As you could see, I want my orange line be like the important part of my discuss. I could make it light blue, or I could make it red, or maybe green. We will talk about color later, but the color is really important. And when you're choosing who is the best friend, who is the most important data here, which line is better, which line is more needed for us, who is plan, who is fact. So then we're working with it, we make it fatter. We make it brighter, make it bigger, and we will reduce the weight of other element. For example, like this. I still think I don't need green lines here. I could remove it. So now what I need here, if you could, please add data labels, if you could. Because especially when we're making bar charts, you should do it every time. When I'm working with line charts, we should do it sometime. As you could see now, it's some mess with data labels. It looks ugly. We have to do something with it. Let me select my data. It's blue. It's my B value, as I could see. So I selected this row of data, and I should use below, above. I should choose label position. It's above. It's what I need. So let me select other one, and I will use below. Better. So now my data for the gray line is on the bottom, and for the blue line and on the top. But still, it's so hard to recognize who is who. So let's make the next trick. Select again the digit, and let's make it like the same color as a line, as our data. So data label should be similar to the data line. And let's make the same thing for the gray. Like this. So it will be readable, but still recognizable. It's already better. You could, because it's Excel and no BI tool, you could make something like this. I'll just little line, remove little line. It's the little line to the dot. I have some problem here, so I'll just make it like this with hand. I'll touch my digits and put it to the nice place, like this. Maybe here some problem, maybe here I will move it a little. That's why Excel is powerful. You could just move something if you want. What to do? I could make these digits bold because it's more important data. I think it's look better than it was. Yes. Second trick, you could just remove the data, like let's fix the situation. This is a nice line chart. You could see clearly all data labels for all that data dots. It's great. But sometimes we don't need so many data labels. For example, for value B, it could be plan, for example, plan. And this is a fact. We don't need it like we already have the final results and I could see it's bigger, so maybe I don't need this digit, so I will just delete it and only leave the important part. So always think, what should I delete from my chart? Always think about it. It's really important. Okay, so let me show you again my example. As you could see, it's the same, just only with an orange. And what's important? We always have to think about title. Title is the most important part of the chart. So here it's like, oh my God, the orange indicator B has a great success because the last 3 points have a bigger than plan or bigger than value A. Okay, so not just create chart, think why you're doing the chart, for what you're doing the chart. So let's say, great, Gerard, great. Our fact is bigger than a plan. 3 months, 4 months, several months straight. Sorry for types or something. So great, let's have the bonus. So just tell in the title what you want to tell. Be straight with your clients. Straight. I'm not sure I typed it right. Several months in a row. Yes, I think it's nice. And one trick. Okay, our title is understandable. We just want to show our great progress and to celebrate it a little. Okay, but if we add a little feature, it became better. I'll select my fact, make it bold, and make it blue. I want to make it with plan because it's already gray. I even could make all my other text a little more grayish. So maybe not so. I think this shade of gray is better, this one. So I could see this fact is playing nice with the legend and with the chart. And it's so easy to understand about what all this chart, about our fact, and that our fact is great. Easy. So please don't forget about the title. This is the line chart. Let's go for the bar chart. Bar charts are not suitable well for dynamics. Still, let's do it. Let's do a vertical one because horizontal is just too easy. It's just nothing to do there. You just should to sort it. I think we will make one later. Select all the data. Insert. You could see the bar, insert column or bar chart. In Excel, they sometimes call it interesting. Maybe like this. I don't like to use bar chart for plan and fact because I like bullet charts. But still, for this example, let's try to make it. Sometimes we need it, especially when you have like not full year. It's still 11 elements. Somehow we could work with it. It's not the best chart choosing for this data. I think so, but it's a popular one. So what we have to do again, title, we will fix it in the last moment. Legend, it's the same story. It's again on the bottom. It's some cruel stuff. Top. Then bar chart is often, too thin by default, and it somehow looks not so easy to understand. So let's check it. We still have this beautiful and nice menu on the right that we will use for everything. Just select your bar and make the gap width. By default, they open the button we need. So we just make this gap smaller. And I think the series overlapping, let's make it, I don't know, lesser. Yes, I want there be closer to each other. So there for 1 month, they're together. But I want to reduce gaps between months too. let me, maybe I'll make it 8, maybe. And here, maybe 85. No, bigger. I don't want to drag. It's some, beauty in the eyes. So now it looks better. I don't like the colors and I don't like the grid line. I don't need it here. Delete. For bar chart, it's important to add data labels. Edit. It looks ugly because we have 2 rows. If we have only 1 bar, we will make it closer and it looks nice. When we have 2, it's ugly, so we have to fix it. But again, I'll recommend you to focus, not to try to put everything on your chart. Just focus on the important part. Fact is more important than plan. So let's leave the fact and remove the plan. Delete. Beautiful. We have enough space for our digit. Color. Again, let me make our plan grayish. I just love gray color. The most beautiful part in that visualization zone, when you make everything in shade of gray and your chart became beautiful. Let me show you this magic, like beautiful dark grayish chart. It's nice. Of course, it could be blue color or maybe the color of your corporative color or something. This is a nice chart. You could highlight these data labels with the same color, maybe a darker version, make it bold, so it will be better visible. Digits, they important. Nice chart. But we could make it better. Let me remove the color. I will tell you why I'm doing it later. I'll use maybe this shade of gray and I'll return it to the dark gray. Maybe this. Yes, just some grayish chart. And now I want to add accent. Again, why? Why we're showing this chart for someone? Because we want to celebrate our, our great victory of the last year. For example, how to do it? Let me show. We will get great Christmas bonus. I don't know, Xmas bonuses. Because we fulfilled the plan. Something like this. Nice title. Title have to be big, so make them bigger. Nice. You could add the subtitle there, but I don't like it in Excel. It has some problems with alignment. But maybe sometimes we need just to put a text. Oh, sorry, it's my mother. To put some text to overlap the title and remove the title. The title from inside of diagram we could remove and put the text block, this one. Because text block we could put everywhere we want, and this one we just couldn't move it, we couldn't align it with other elements, so it's limited. But for now, let's leave it here. We will get great bonuses. We fulfilled the plan, and now I want to highlight the important stuff in deck in December. Let's make something like this. Maybe I will make it a little small. Let me move it to the top, and this one will be my subtitle. I'll make it a little lesser. So this is a little tricks to work with hierarchy, to work with the color, to make something more important and something less important. Because when you have some priority in your mind, you could convey the data better. So this is like the title and the subtitle. Nice. And now I will use the color to highlight the data on my chart because I could. I'll make the December and make it green. It's a Christmas. And I'll select, as you could see, when I selected the bars, it select all rows facts, all fact bars. But when I click twice, second time, it selected only last bar. That's what I need. And now I'll color it with a green, and I'll color this label the same. Double click with a green too, and make it bold. It's already bold. Then I'll make it a little darker. Yes. And now, as you could see, my chart became a little Christmas chart. Yes, and I highlight the message that our December is so great. We had a bonus, so everyone, nice guys, because we have this 10% or something. You could type the digits. You could even write the digits here, how many percentage of the plan was fulfilled. But still, we highlighted our data. We're making a speaking title for our data. Remember this trick. Okay, maybe I'll make you a little horizontal bar chart, because it's too simple, but still let's make it like a manager name, fact, Ivanov, maybe Jonas. Do you want? I'll type someone of you there. Johans. Oh my God. Okay, it will be Johans. It's Marinins, Olga, maybe Mary. I just invented some strange names, don't worry, and Mikhail. Sounds brutal. Okay, this is the B, Control B, it's a bold. I'll make it the format as a table button, because I'm created the table now. Check the data video. Yes, beautiful, nice, clean table. Let's make a nice and beautiful bar chart. Home, insert, bar chart. We're going to horizontal one and making it. And we could see that by default, they are not sorted. So that's why we need smart table, because when you go into smart table, you could push this arrow and sort from biggest to smallest. No, from smallest to biggest. This is a strange problem in Excel, that your data will be sorted in this way, but your chart will be sorted in reversed way. Why it's by default? It's so strange. We could fix it. We're going for this menu. We're selecting Mikhail, Mary, and Olga, and we're looking for labels. Where is it? There is some option. It's hard to find. Yes, categories in reverse order. I don't know why they're doing it. It's just some cruel, I don't know, something scary. Okay, now we have this nice diagram. Bar chart. Again, when we're working with bar chart, make it fatter. We don't need these big paddings between bars. Our paddings have to be smaller than the width of the bars. So we're going for this menu on the right and reducing the gap. Reducing. So it will be like a 30% or maybe 50% of the bar weight, something like this. Nice fat bars. We're selecting the names of the categories and make them bigger. So anyone could read them. We have so many space. Make it bigger. Now I'll delete these ugly lines because no one needs them. And now watch my hands. I will add data labels and I will delete the axis, because now I have my digits there straight near the bars. I don't need them. I don't need to touch my axis and no one will check it. Now it's so clean and so nice. Please always remember about this trick, but you need data labels. Don't just delete axis. Only do it when you use bars and you already showed your data labels. Now let's make it bigger too. Select it. Bigger. I think it's a nice size and bold. So anyone could read it easily. That's all. Your bar chart is beautiful. Maybe it's too bright. Maybe you could make it a little more grayish, like this, maybe. So now just add some title like, Mikhail, what are you doing? Mikhail, let's fix your stats. Something like this. Maybe this is a chart about Mikhail problems. Let's make it bigger. And again, let's add some data storytelling. We will talk about it later, but still I will recommend you work with your title and work with the color. How to do it? Select Mikhail. So the Mikhail will be a legend to itself. We will use some color to highlight Mikhail, for example, red one. And we will choose the Mikhail's bar and make it red too. So our title will connect with the bar, and I will highlight the data in red too. But now this blue part looks a little odd. So let me color it with gray, because when we add some accent, we have to fade other colors a little. Like this. Now it works better. Red and gray, it's so beautiful. It's easy to understand. We know what this chart is about. It's not just data. It's not just chart. It's chart about Mikhail, and anyone could understand it easily because it's right with the words. It's highlight with the color. It's easy to see the problem. So try to use it always. So, okay, I think we have 2 minutes to work with pie chart a little. So let's do it. I hope. Do you have time?
Yeah, the session is going fantastic. Please take more time. Nothing to worry.
Okay, I just want to make a free chart, so we will leave other for the next session. It will be first part will be practical for this element. I think this is the most important, and I will touch the storytelling again. Okay, let's select this data pie chart. I love it. I won't repeat it always. It's beautiful, but it's only about one stuff, showing the percentage. So we're going to insert, selecting the pie chart, clicking. And we could see the same problem, legend on the bottom. Go into the legend menu, top. And now I should tell you one thing. We don't need a legend for pie chart. Sound crazy, but let's fix the situation. In pie chart, it's better to show the data labels straight near the sectors. It's the best solution for pie chart. So let's go for our data labels menu, select it. Now let's go for more options. We are already there. That's it. It's ugly. It's hard to read, and it's not in percents. We need percents here because pie chart is all about percents. So let's go for the text option. Yes, for label options for bars. We don't need leader lines. We don't need value. We need percentage. I'll remove value. And the most important part we need here, we need category name. That's what we need. That's why we don't need legend. We just straightly, directly describe each sector. Okay, now let's put it outside. I think it's not fitted inside well. Sometimes it fitted inside, sometimes not. Let's try inside. Maybe because they're small text, maybe it's okay inside too. Let's try to work with it. But legend, we will just delete it. We don't need it. We will straightly subscribe. Make it bold. And maybe let's make this text white. Make it bigger. I think it's working. Works well. Or you could make it outside, and of course they won't be white. They will be bluish color. So this is the one type of situation, and of course we will choose beautiful title like CCD is the most profitable direction. Feasible direction. Oh my God, like this. Big, nice title. Maybe we could do something like this. But maybe the option with outside will be better. Let me make it gray, dark gray, like this. Maybe it's better. Let's make it bigger. And as you can see, there is something with, I'll make enter. Better. Okay, still we could work with it. We could, yes, I'll remove boldness here. Let's work with color. Okay, our title is about CCD, make it bigger. So let's highlight CCD, make it not everything, only CCD, make it bold, make it dark blue. And let's highlight it. Let's reduce colors for all other elements. We could We could make them gray or, shades of the gray, for example. We could just use one color. It won't be a problem because they divided by this fat white line. So something like this, like they are not important. It's too white. Let's this color. It's not important, just some data, but this one is the most important. Let's make it bright, nice, bright, maybe like this. Looks stylish. Dark blue with dark gray. Wow, sexy. And now we're just going to the legend, make it fat, make it blue. Looks nice. Little storytelling, little color connection with the data. Beautiful pie chart. All elements are sorted. It's sorted by default because it was sorted in table, but still you should fix it. You should check it always because it could be some random order or something like this. Don't do it. From the noon, clockwise, from the biggest to the smallest sector. This is nice and beautiful pie chart, not more than 7 sectors. That's it for today. I'll be happy to see you next weekend. We will touch a beautiful storytelling topics, check beautiful examples, work with color, and I'll show you how to make more interesting diagrams. I'm not sure about all. Maybe I'll give you something for homework. If you will make some homework, please save your homework on this folder. I'll give it to you. I could check it and you could ask question on the next sessions. For example, if you have some problems or something, I'll just leave this link here. So let me check practice. Yes. You could practice yourself. Please follow me, make your practice at home. Try to change accents, try to highlight different things. Try to play a little with your charts. There are interesting features. I wanted to show you one little trick. For example, for line chart, we could add a little shapes for the data to make like several months in a row, to highlight that several months in a row with these bars with some transparency, for example, without, wait. Where is my transparency? No, it's filling, yes. Transparency, like this. And you will highlight the months about that we're talking about, several months. Okay, I hope you understand the idea. So these simple tricks that you could make, you could make dotted line, you could make some arrow, some annotation. It's so easy to make in Excel. So please work with it. It's really rich tool. So good luck there. Thank you so much. Try to experiment a little with your data. Don't forget about legend and title and reducing the clutters. Bye-bye. See you next week.